Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson Football Channel. It's Friday, it's match day tomorrow. This isn't going to be your match preview. Today, I want to focus a bit of time talking about Christian Pulisic. He's been out injured for a long time. Since he signed for Chelsea, he's been out injured for nearly a year of real life time since he signed for us, which wasn't all that long ago. Today I want to talk about him, a couple of other little stories as well, but mainly we are here to discuss Christian Pulisic. Before we get into anything though, I do want to ask you to subscribe to the George Benson Football Channel, and of course I'm partnered this season with Ultimate Fan. It's Friday now and it's Saturday tomorrow, so if you haven't yet signed up, open your packs, built your squad, you won't be ready. Link is in the description. It's pack openings and fantasy football combined with £5,000 to be won every single weekend. My team's looking good. Let me know yours and let me know if you sign up for Ultimate Fan. Link down below. First things first, I'm wearing a t-shirt. It's got a brick on it and it's also got 3 black stripes around it. It's white and I made it with my friend. And if you like it, well, it's like a big, I'm going to kind of stand up a little bit. It's kind of like a big fit, very comfortable, made out of bamboo. If you do like it, let me know in the comments. We weren't planning on selling it massive, but I flipping love it and it's comfortable as hell and we designed it. It's even got our own little friendly slogan, Derek, on the back. If you guys are into it, just let me know in the comments below and I might put them on sale for you. Very, very comfortable. Not trying to sell, didn't intend it, but if you like it, well, here it is. It is what it is. We got some great news to discuss today though, and that is Trevoh Chalobah, Chelsea's gem. He came in this season after a couple of loan spells and people looked at the centre-back situation and we thought, well, we wanted Jules Koundé. We didn't get Jules Koundé. Sevilla backed down, they dug in, and in the end, we didn't end up getting the player. Trevoh Chalobah is the man to step up in that position, and blimey O'Reilly has this man stepped up. He scored an absolutely phenomenal goal for his first ever goal at Stamford Bridge. Recently scored a header as well, diving header pretty much at that too. And he's been absolutely phenomenal. In terms of the who scored ratings this season, Trevoh Chalobah is right up at the very top. There isn't many defenders in Europe performing at a better standard than Mr. Trevoh Chalobah. He signed a 5-year contract, keeping him at Chelsea. And I'm going to spark a little bit of a comment here to spark, hopefully, a conversation with you lot in the comments down below about Chelsea have been linked with Matthias de Ligt. We've been linked again with reinvigorating interest in Jules Koundé, be it from January to try and strike a deal for the summer, or just going all out with a cold approach next summer to try and drag Jules Koundé, the Frenchman, from Sevilla. When you look at the fact that right now we've got Aspi, Rudiger, Christensen, all looking to be tied down to new deals at Chelsea Football Club. Trevoh Chalobah signs a new deal, which, if you'd have thought about this just a couple of months ago, it would have been the most unlikely of new deals to be signed in terms of talking about first team places and centre-backs that we look to build for the future of Chelsea Football Club. Now that Trevoh Chalobah has signed that contract and it is pretty much firm that Chelsea see him as a mainstay in the first team moving forward, if we manage to secure the contracts of Rudiger, Christensen and Captain Azpilicueta, does this mean that Chelsea stop looking in the centre-back position in terms of the transfer market to bring players through? I'm thinking that maybe it does. And when you look across the field and you look at different players making different waves in this club, I'm not going to make this whole video about this because we're here to talk about Pulisic, but when you look across the pitch and you've got so many midfielders, Ruben Loftus-Cheek now coming back into his own, Thomas Tuchel speaking so highly about Ruben. When you look at the attackers, Callum Hudson-Odoi's now coming into things as well. It just begs the question as to where do Chelsea realistically have to strengthen? And I want to talk about this in a lot more detail in an upcoming video, but I really want to get your thoughts on this in the comments below. Trevoh signed a new deal. We're trying to lock down Aspi, Rudiger, Christensen, thinking only about the defence for now. Do you think there is still space or a necessity for a top quality centre-back to come through the door, be it in January or next summer? There's obviously a lot of things that can happen in football between now and then, and we are talking hypotheticals. But for me, Trevoh signing a new deal, pushing for the others to sign new deals too, it does beg the question as to whether or not centre-back is going to be a position that Chelsea focus on strengthening in come next summer. But anyway, we're here today to discuss Christian Pulisic. Now, I'm going to make a statement that I really hope for the rest of this video doesn't be taken out of context, but I believe Christian Pulisic is on his last chance at Chelsea. And this isn't because he hasn't shown that he can be a world-class player. This isn't because he hasn't shown that he can score goals, contribute to the team, and play in a variety of different positions, because all of those things that I've just aforementioned, Christian Pulisic can absolutely do it. He can play at the top level. He has scored a hat-trick away at Burnley. We've got Burnley at the weekend. He's fit. He's supposedly ready to play against Burnley. And I believe Thomas Tuchel, I haven't seen the press conference yet. It was actually out, I think, when you watch this video. But I believe if Pulisic is fit, he will at least feature for a decent portion of this game at home to Burnley. With the form that Chelsea are in, the way that we're playing, Burnley yet to get a win away from home this season, I think Chelsea are going to smell blood in this fixture tomorrow. My match preview is going to be out tomorrow morning, first thing, 7:30 AM UK time, so stay tuned for that, the Chelsea versus Burnley GBFC match preview. The reason I think that Christian Pulisic might well be on his last chance right now at Chelsea does certainly have something to do with the form of Callum Hudson-Odoi. Now, whether it is Pulisic's fault, people can say it's your fault for, not developing your body enough. You're always injured. Are you managing yourself well enough? Have you built yourself well enough to be able to withstand the league, the Premier League that Chelsea play in? I'm not here to sit here and blame anybody for Christian Pulisic's injuries. However, my key concern for Pulisic in general as an individual is that with Callum Hudson-Odoi's form, Thomas Tuchel's insistence on remaining with the system that we have right now, where the wing-backs are becoming far more important going forwards, and in terms of the actual forwards in this team, we're looking for a lot more dynamism than simply the idea of looking for a winger. Christian Pulisic, in my opinion, is a winger. Yes, he can play in the number 10. But at this moment in time, as a result of all of the injuries that have been plaguing Christian Pulisic since he joined Chelsea, I'm seriously concerned for Pulisic in the Chelsea sense that there are so many players now that are seriously ahead of him despite that absolute bundle of talent and energy and quality that we know Christian Pulisic has. So what I really want to know from you guys in the comments below is, are you at a point where I'm at right now where I look at the talent Christian Pulisic has, but then I also cannot ignore the statistics about how often he's out injured, how many games he's missing, and when you look at the reoccurrence of injuries, it is simply a case of he plays a few minutes, gets injured again, training, injured again, falls sick, injured again. My concern is that Christian Pulisic, in the long run, might not be able to actually maintain fitness and the physical nature of what this league demands and what currently Chelsea Football Club demand in order to see his future at Chelsea Football Club. I know this seems very dramatic, and I'm only saying this as like a hypothetical situation because I really want to start the conversation about this here, because in my opinion, there are very few players, if any, in an attacking sense at Chelsea that have the same kind of game-changing ability that Christian Pulisic has. I often get criticised for the way I talk down upon Christian Pulisic, and I'm not talking down on his ability. I'm not talking down on my belief that he can actually be an incredible player for Chelsea Football Club. However, I do believe right now, under Thomas Tuchel and the way things are going, the fact that everything is so good, I do think Christian Pulisic's minutes, when he's fit even, are numbered in the starting 11. If he cannot regain the kind of form that we saw upon football's return after COVID took everything away from us, then I'm seriously concerned about how many minutes he's going to be able to get ahead of the likes of Callum Hudson-Odoi, Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, Romelu Lukaku, Hakim Ziyech, who scored the winning goal against Malmo. And you guys know that I think I think Ziyech has kind of been teetering on the edge of, have we seen enough? Have we given him enough chances yet? Is he doing enough? That performance and goal against Malmo is definitely going to put him, again, higher up in Thomas Tuchel's hierarchy of players to choose from. So, Christian Pulisic, if he's given the opportunity against Burnley, how many opportunities in a Chelsea team that keeps on winning, where there's no space to bleed players back in with starting 11 minutes, how many chances are we going to be able to give Christian Pulisic? And again, I wanted to make it very clear when I first started talking about this in the video today, I'm not saying that I'm done with Pulisic. The injuries have annoyed me too much. I don't see a good enough player there. We should get rid of him. This isn't what I'm saying. I'm simply posing the question about, realistically, in this Chelsea team right now, with the success we've already had as Champions League winners, and yes, Pulisic played a huge part in that, but the way it's going at this moment in time, we are a force to be reckoned with. And is Thomas Tuchel and Chelsea Football Club going to have the patience if Pulisic's body cannot handle the intensity of what is required for Chelsea to keep on winning these trophies? I would love to hear your thoughts on this in the comments down below. I, for one, adore Pulisic. I think he's a wonderful player, such an exciting player to watch, and I pray that if he's given the chance against Burnley tomorrow, we see the real Christian Pulisic once again, the quality that he has, and I hope that that selection headache that Thomas Tuchel undoubtedly has right now at Chelsea gets worse, because if everyone's performing, everyone's delivering, then boy, are we in for an exciting season. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to hit the like button, and as I've said throughout, I would love to hear your thoughts on everything I've spoken about today in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the morning, bright and early, 7:30 in the morning, for your Burnley GBFC match preview. Catch you guys there. Come on, you Blues.